Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the channel of issues where I talk about them all. The good, the bad, the crazy, the insane, and the ones we typically talk about each other behind each other's back. Yep, I talk about them all because we all have issues. How we deal with these issues, that is the difference. My name is Miss Charlotte Burley. You can look at me as your favorite auntie or your big cousin or your sister or your homegirl around the corner, or maybe you already have the answer. It's in the back of your mind. It's in your gut, but you just need to hear that extra voice. If I'm that voice, whatever works for you, it works for me. And please know that I'm here for it. But my platform, I am going to be very raw and very honest. And I try to keep it 100 as possible because these are issues. And these issues are real and we need to deal with them. The issue I want to talk about today is kind of sensitive. We're talking about sex and the reason you should not continue to have sex for this very reason. If you are having sex and you are not enjoying sex, then you need to stop. Period. There is no reason for you to continue having sex if you are not enjoying it. And I'm going to share a little story with you, and then we're going to get into it. A young girl, she got caught. She was in high school, got caught having sex doggy style. Family members and friends was just yelling at her, screaming at her, understandably. But I went up to her because I know she's going to continue to have sex. And I asked, I said, listen, I know you're going to continue to have sex. It don't matter what we're trying to say to you, how we're trying to protect you. You're going to do what you want to do. My main question to you is, did you enjoy yourself? The look on her face was priceless because she didn't even, everybody's yelling and screaming at her, but no one asked if she enjoyed it. She herself probably didn't even think about the question. Like, did I enjoy myself? Was it worth all this trouble? But at that moment when I asked, I said, did you enjoy yourself? She was just like, you could see her mind was racing. She was trying to figure it out. Then I asked, the position you were caught in, doggy style, did you enjoy that? Her answer was, no. I said, oh, okay. Well, why you didn't enjoy it? Well, it hurt. I'm pretty sure it hurted because one, you don't know what you're doing. Two, he probably himself doesn't know what he's doing. He probably just so happy he finally sticking it into something real instead of a sock this time. Because moms, you already know. And to keep it real, husbands and wives, y'all already know too. Some of y'all are still finding those laundry bags full of stiff socks. Now you moms, you are always getting the stiff socks when you have sons. But some of you wives and some of you husbands are finding stiff socks from your mate. Because men always masturbate, they know themselves, and they get to know themselves, and they get what they want out of a sexual act. So this boy probably was just having sex and not even having any regards to her, the girl that was caught and got into trouble. So the advice that I gave to her, I said, listen, if you're going to continue to have sex, then one, you should protect yourself. And I told all about protection and why she should have protection. And I'm going to share a little bit of that here just in case no one has told you why, okay? The reason you should use protection is because your life is more important than sex, okay? You have a long life. Today, you can actually die from unprotected sex. You can get HIV, which can lead to AIDS. And if you're not, taking your medication, if you're not treated well, or if you go untreated or don't know that you have it, you can die. It's not worth it, okay? So that's one. Another thing is you can catch a disease that could be with you for a lifetime. And, you'll be quote unquote what people consider damaged goods. And then that's going to bring on a boatload of insecurities that you're going to have to deal with later down your life because you made one mistake, and now you're going to have to live with it for the rest of your life. You can also have an unwanted pregnancy, which is not fair to any child to be brought into this world when they wasn't even prepared or asked to be here or even wanted. Okay. So those are just your basic reasons why you should use condoms, okay? But at this point, I'm asking why she's doing it and why she's participating if she's not even enjoying it. So what I was telling her is, if you're going to continue, have protection and enjoy sex. Don't continue to have sex just because he wants to, and don't continue to keep having sex the way he wants to. If you're going to explore, if you're going to start your sexual journey, then you should also explore what it is that you like. And so I'm going to also share this with you young ladies and a lot of you older ladies, because a lot of older ladies, in a generation before us, it was, a brainwashing in a sense that the woman was supposed to get married and please her husband and have kids and keep a happy home. And no one ever told her that she was supposed to enjoy sex herself. It was more of a duty. So even to you women, it's not too late. And for you young girls, you're just starting. Please, I know this is going to sound funny. I know this word is pretty embarrassing. A lot of people like to chuckle because society has just made what's natural embarrassing, which is another subject. But masturbation is your friend. Seriously. Boys do it all the time and there's no taboo with it. Women, you need to get to know yourself. Before you engage in sex, I ask that you take time to really get to know yourself. Touch yourself. Masturbate. Figure out what it is that you like. Figure out what turns you on, what turns you off. Think about different positions, okay? And if you engage in sex, ask your partner, listen, I really don't know what I like. Can we try to figure out some of the things that I like? We always do what you like. You always get to come. You always get to the the finish line. You always get the orgasm. I never do. Can we figure that out? And if they're not willing to figure that out, then you need to leave anyway, okay? Another thing, a lot of you, unfortunately, are having sex out of peer pressure because your girlfriends are doing it, whether it's high school or college or, a woman who's married and you just want to keep up. And unfortunately, a lot of you are having sex for material things. Some of you are having sex because you want your rent paid, or you want the new red bottoms, or you want clothes, or you want earrings and jewelry or money. Oh my God. What you are saying is that those material things are more important than you. More important than how you feel or how you should feel. More important than you yourself getting pleasure. That's what you're saying. If you could just really understand how important you are, you would really understand what I'm saying is so important. You cannot continue to put yourself at risk health-wise and just even energy-wise. When you have sex with a person, you are sharing energy, you are sharing your soul. Some of the stuff that's with them is starting to latch on to you. If they're a shitty person, if they're an asshole and you're having sex with them because you're just trying to get material stuff, guess what? You're going to also be shitty. You're also going to be an asshole because you're mixing yourself with this person. Sex isn't just sex. It's deeper than that, okay? I really want you to just take the time and just understand that. You don't have to talk to anybody else. This doesn't have to be an embarrassing moment. This could be just self-reflection. You just watch this video and you just think to yourself, am I enjoying sex? Why am I doing this? And then just think, do you want to go on the rest of your life having sex, risking yourself to STDs, possibly dying, unwanted pregnancy, and you're not even enjoying yourself? So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I know I got deep, but it's for a reason, it's for a purpose, because sex is a very wonderful thing and it could be so pleasurable. But if you are just not enjoying it, then I beg you to just stop until you can figure it out. Somehow, some way, you need to get an emotional connection, a mental connection, and a physical connection. You need to have pleasures from one of those ways, whether you like satisfying him and you get a mental kick out of it, or you get an emotional kick because you're someone who can't be by yourself and you need to be with somebody, and so you have sex just to have that emotional pleasure. If that works for you, fine. If it's getting to the finish line, getting the orgasm and coming, somehow, some way you need to find pleasure out of sex or just don't have it. That's it for now. My name is Miss Charlotte Burley. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you understand what I'm talking about, share in the comments. If you don't hear me, if you don't understand, share that in the comment as well. These are issues. We are here to learn from one another. And if you want to share something, please, I beg you to share it. Also, share this video if you know of a young lady who maybe you can't have a sex talk with and you want her to understand the things that I'm saying. Share this video with her. Sit with her and just have the dialogue, have the questions. And for you older women, it's never too late. Figure out what you like. Figure out what you want so that you can enjoy sex.